everybody, and welcome to the Quiet Bookworm Plays with Yarn podcast. I'm Hannah, and I'm a Jersey girl studying at the University of Liverpool. Welcome back to any returning viewers, and hello to any new viewers. This is my podcast about knitting and some other crafts that I do. I'm still trying to figure out the beginning spiel that I'm gonna do. I keep changing. I change it a little bit every time, so sorry about that. I guess at the beginning of this episode I will talk about a few kind of administration things, I guess is what everybody calls them. The first thing is that you will find all the links to my social media, so Instagram, Ravelry, and the Ravelry group for this podcast down in the description box below. And you will also find links to whatever I talk about in the description box below. And the other kind of administration is that I am hosting a knit-along. Woo! So I am hosting a knit-along that started about 2 weeks ago for the Sorceress Scarf. Sorry, that's a bit of a mouthful for me. The Sorceress Scarf by, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name. Life is Cozy. There we go. Life is Cozy. That is running until the 1st of November. There is a chatter thread in the Ravelry group as well as a finished object thread. Please only one post in the finished object thread unless you've made multiple, which it is like 2 or 3 months, I don't know math. 3 months? Yeah, about 3 months until it is over. I did that mostly because for the next month and a half I am working on my dissertation, and I don't know where I'm going to be after that, so I wanted to have enough leeway to give everyone time, as well as give myself some time. So November 1st is when that ends, and I will draw a winner for a giveaway prize, which I have not decided yet. So I am going to the pop-up wool show next weekend, so I might find something there. If not, I'll figure something out. But there will be a prize for it. So in that case, one post in the FO thread. In the chatter thread you can talk as much as you want, as is the name chatter. So moving on to the first item, which is the finished object. Da, 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 da. I'm so happy I finally finished it, and I kind of sort of had enough yarn. So I'll first talk about what this is. This is the Wintersoul by Jennifer Steingass. I did it in Rauma Phenol PT2, or Rauma Phenol Garn. The name has changed, so. And so when I had a hard time doing the math for some reason. I even had to ask Amy of Stranded to help me do the math, and a couple of other people to help me double check my math at Edinburgh, because I bought the yarn for this at Edinburgh Yarn Festival. And according to my math, I was technically 2 balls short of this color. So what I did was I did the sleeves first so that they would be the right length, because I was okay with cropping, making the torso a bit shorter, because I do wear some high-waisted skirts, and I don't have any sweaters that I can actually wear with them that don't like squish them down and make them lose their shape. So I was kind of like, well, if I don't have enough yarn, I'll just crop it so that it will work for my high-waisted pants and skirts. But I ended up kind of having enough for it. And I say kind of only because I did cut out, I think, 1 or 2 rows in this just to make sure. You can't really tell the difference, but let's see. Let me see if I can line this up just a bit so you can kind of see that it is shorter. I need like 5 hands, but I did cut out 1 or 2 rows. I think it was just 1 row to make this a bit shorter, but without ruining the kind of motif. Just because I think if I hadn't cut out those 1 or 2 rows, I was going to be playing quite a bit of yarn chicken, and especially because one of the rows does involve 3 colors of color work at the same time. I was just like, no, I'm not gonna risk that. I'm just gonna go with I'll just shorten it. So that's how it's worked out. I'm gonna put it on just to show you. I don't know what's the front or the back anymore, actually. I think that's the front. I need to put a tag on it so I know. But I'm good. I haven't blocked it yet, so I'm gonna block it, and I hope blocking it will help. But if not, oh, there goes my hair. Whatever. I hope blocking it will fix the issue that I have, which is here in the neck. Let's see if you can see it. But it kind of rolls here because there's a lot of stitches going into a very kind of small neckline here. So it gets all bunched up. And that's, I don't like that. It's hard to kind of see it on the camera, but it's not nice and flat. It rolls. So I'm gonna see if blocking fixes that. If not, I might have to take out the, actually I think that this is on backwards. Feels like it is. Still does the same thing, even whether it's on backwards or not. Turn it around. Did you ever do this as a kid? You put something on backwards, you just do it that way instead of actually taking the shirt off. Yeah, that's better. Still does it. See, bunches. But I'm gonna see if blocking fixes it first before I go and take everything out. If not, then I'll take out this, and I might throw some short rows in here or whatnot. I feel like it does just kind of, I don't know. I'm having issues with like necklines and stuff right now. I think it's because I do have a very, it's really hot, I'm taking this off. I do have weird measurements for my torso. So yeah, but that's my finished Finthersole. I'm happy it's done. I'll be able to wear it in the winter. It'll be really cozy for the winter. And that is garment number 4 for this year. And cardigan pullover number 3. So I'm very happy with it. I like it. It's my first color work like pullover. I did gloves before, but this is like the first time doing proper like big work, and I really want to do another one. I want to do the Damyakalopa or the skim ring. I don't know how to pronounce it. By Ellie. It's the one that's coming out relatively soon-ish, I think. It's in collaboration with Nina. I can't pronounce it again either. But it's that color fade cardigan that she has posted recently about, and I really want to do that. So that's gonna get blocked after this video, probably while I'll soak it while I edit and then lay it out. And so, since I finished one object, of course I have to cast on another. And so it's currently living in this because I took it out yesterday for lunch. But I am doing a sock head cowl. And that's not the tag for this one. I've lost the tag. I'm doing a sock head cowl for my boyfriend because he goes walking a lot, and he's one of those crazies that goes walking in the winter. So I thought that would make him something to wear while he's out walking that'll help keep his neck and face warm. So, sock head cowl. And I am using the yarn from Ovis Yarns that I bought when she first opened. It's the, I know the color name, it's a walk through Middle Earth, and I think it's on her Poppy sock base. It's 100% BFL. I think it's her 100% BFL. But it's working out really interestingly. The way it looked in the skein was there was like half of it was blue and then the other half was the like reds and yellows, and I was afraid it was gonna pool really horribly, but it's not. It's working up in this really interesting like striping, zigzaggy like way. And I showed it to one of my siblings and they said that it looks like the static on a TV, which I think it does. But that is coming along. I started it a few days ago and I've already done the 4 inches of 2x2 rib and then started the stockinette. So it's gonna go, it'll get done really quickly. And I'm using Addy 3mm needles. I don't like these needles, but they're the only 3mm needle I have. So do what you do. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say about this. Not a whole lot. It's a sock head cowl in sock yarn. But I like it. It's fun. Feels really quite nice. It's 100% BFL. So, yeah. That can go over there. That's really all I had to say about that one. And now I have done some work, actually quite a substantial amount of work, on the Sorceress Scarf that we are doing the knit along for. So last time I showed you, I was here. I have now done all of this. And I am not alternating skeins just because I felt that I didn't know how it would work with the herringbone because this is the first time doing herringbone. So I am just going, so it does pool a little bit, like we've got a little bit of light pooling here. But I don't think that really, that it's doing it in a not attractive way. So the yarn itself is Fiber for the People. Fiber for the People. And it is the Gata Lava Moana Loa in the Lofty base, which is 100% superwash merino and is a DK yarn. So I'm using a US 10 6mm, yeah, 6mm. They're the Licca needles. I don't know why. Hold on. The Nika needles. There you go. You can see them. And it's working out gorgeously. It's super easy to do. It's got a bit of stretch to it, so that's nice in both directions. And I love this stitch. It just looks so nice. I really like it. And of course, my progress keeper is the Shork. It doesn't want to focus on it. It wants to focus on my face or my hands. But it's a Shork. Look at how cute he is. Anyways, so I don't actually know how far I am in this. I've not been paying attention to that, but it's coming along. It's definitely going to be scarf wearable, but yeah. That's pretty much it. I've not worked on a whole lot because dissertation has taken over my life. So there's no additions to the hoard, and talk story is gonna be quite short because all I've been doing is dissertation. Work or dissertation. I am 4,000 words now into my dissertation, which is good because I need 13,000 by the 13th of September. So hopefully by the end of next week I'll have at least 7,000-ish, if not more. More like 9,000 if I can get 1,000 words. Yeah, something like that. I'm not gonna promise that, but hopefully it'll be more closer past 7,000, let's put it that way. What else? Oh, this morning I watched, instead of filming in the morning, I decided to film in the afternoon because I found out that Loving Vincent was on Netflix and I had to watch it. Loving Vincent, if you don't know about it, is a movie that is about Vincent van Gogh, but it's a really, really special movie because it's all hand painted in Vincent van Gogh style. So it's all oil paintings that were done in Vincent van Gogh style and then animated. So it's absolutely stunning. Like, just alone for that aspect, it's stunning. But it's kind of they go through kind of the year after Vincent's death, kind of just going through the different people in his life and talking about kind of how somebody who seemed like, although Vincent was depressed and had mental health issues, apparently like a few weeks before his death he seemed quite calm and quite healthy, but then for some reason he took his life. And so it's just talking about all, like, the different people that was in his life who knew him up until the last days and kind of how they saw it. And it was really interesting because it's a bit it does question a bit whether it was an actual suicide or if somebody had shot him for whatever reason. But I think it shows both sides quite nicely. Like, we don't know what happens. It happened in the 1800s, so we'll probably never know what actually happened. But just the way his last letters that we had, the way he interacted with people, it seemed quite weird that he would do that. And just some of the things that he had said on his deathbed kind of makes people question it. But I think it was just absolutely lovely. The Vincent van Gogh is actually one of my favorite painters. I love his work. I think the first work of his that I actually knew about was Vincent van Gogh was the painting that he did of his bedroom. And that was in, I can remember it, it was in, I don't remember the title of the book, but it was in this like book about colors that I grew up with as a kid. Like, it was a children's book, spiral bound. You flip things that it had like clear pages, so you can flip them back and forth to see how it changes the color and stuff like that. And that painting of his bedroom was in it, and I loved it. And then Starry Night, and all of them are so gorgeous. And that style of painting where like you can see the individual brushstrokes and colors is one of my favorites. So I had to watch this movie. I've been waiting to, I had seen the trailers for it and I'd been waiting for it to just come out, and Netflix got it and I was like, yes, watching that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've done this week, is work on dissertation and then watch Netflix if I'm not working on my dissertation. So, but yeah, that's it. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you want to watch more, hit the subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed and you do really like my videos, please hit the notification button so that you get a notification when I post. So yeah, that's that. Happy knitting! Bye!